Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk?
Aloha and good afternoon. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Bertrand Kobayashi. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
Please remain seated. Aloha. Dear colleagues, fellow members of the Hawaii House of Representatives, this invocation comes to you courtesy of Darius Kila, who reminded me that Hawaii is a very special place. Hawaii, our home state, and also our home, is very special. And for that, we should be thankful and grateful. In addition, we, as legislators, should be thankful and grateful that we have a high responsibility and obligation and special opportunities to make Hawaii even more special. Let us all, in the next 3 months, do our very best to make Hawaii even more special. So help us God. Mahalo.
Thank you, Representative Kobayashi. Item 1, roll call. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Ayu, Mr. Alcos, Ms. Amato, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Chun, Ms. Cochran, Mr. Evslin, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garrett, Mr. Gates, Mr. Hashem, Mr. Holt, Ms. Hussey Burdick, Ms. Ichiyama, Ms. Kahaloa, Ms. Capella,
Excuse.
Mr. Kila, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Ms. Lachika, Ms. Lamosau, Ms. Lowen, Ms. Martin, Ms. Martinez, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. Miyake, Ms. Mizuno, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima,
Excuse.
Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Pirik, Ms. Poepoe, Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Saiki, Mr. Sayama, Ms. Souza, Mr. Takayama, Ms. Takenouchi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Ward,
Excuse.
Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Present.
Mr. Speaker, 48 members are present, 3 are excused.
Item 2, reading of the journal. Representative Markawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Item 3, Mr. Clerk, are there messages from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Item 4, Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Members' introductions. Representative Sayama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, we are honored to have in the gallery students and faculty from the UH John A. Burns Medical School. For today, we have students from the first year as well as their faculty. So I'll be calling your names out. Please stand up and we'll hold our applause till the end. Jenilyn Agena, Paige Harakuni, Taylor Ho, Dong Young Kim, Ji Woo Kim, Philip Lee, Kevin Yuyan, Jill Omori, Brent Shimoda, Kali Yamauchi. Thank you all for coming. Welcome to your House of Representatives.
Representative Cochran.
Mahalo, Vice Speaker, and mahalo, I see the red shirts over here and a black shirt from Lahaina, strong. I want to introduce all the people who've been just warriors for Lahaina throughout the entire wildfires, but even prior to that, like Kekai with the water issues and And nice to see Paele here and Jeremy. And I just want to mahalo all of you and for being a part of it all. And so welcome to your House of Representatives, and know that we're here for you. And so please continue to be in touch with us all. Mahalo for your efforts.
Members, are there any introductions? With no remaining introductions, let's move on to the order of the day. Item 5, reports of standing committees. Representative Nakamura.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt Standing Committee Report numbers 67-24 through 110-24 as listed on pages 1 through 12, and that the accompanying House bills as amended pass second reading and be referred to their designated committees.
Representative
Mr.
Marcawa.
Speaker, I second the motion.
Any discussion on SCR 67-24? Next page. SCR 68-24, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. SCR 69-24. SCR 70-24. SCR 71-24. Next page. SCR 72-24. SCR 73-24, Representative Garcia.
Reservations.
So ordered. SCR 74-24. SCR 75-24. Next page. SCR 76-24. SCR 77-24. SCR 78-24. SCR 79-24. Representative Garcia.
In opposition,
Proceed.
this bill takes away the court's authority to hold lawbreakers accountable. It removes all fines assessed to minors. I think we're sending a bad message here that when you break the law, there's no penalty attached to it. And one issue was brought up in committee that, well, there are families who can't afford these fines. Well, the court already has set precedents where if families cannot afford, those kids and families can opt in for community service. So it's a bill that sends the wrong message to our residents here in Hawaii. No vote.
Thank you. Representative Perrick.
No.
So ordered. Proceed.
To reiterate the representative from Kapolei's perspective, this bill is going to repeal the curfew for children in Hawaii. When I was going door to door in Royal Kunia, one of our constituents asked me to enforce curfew because sometimes the kids get rambunctious at night. So we want to make sure that our communities are safe. And to reiterate the topic of fines, if somebody is going to commit a crime, they should be prepared to serve the time, or in this case, pay the fine. So I believe that fines are smart in punishing children for doing wrong. As a child being raised in Hawaii, my parents punished me by fining me when I did something wrong, and I think that's something that the rest of our children should experience when they break the law.
Thank you. All right, members. Representative Quinlan.
In opposition.
Proceed.
I have stumbled upon a very simple method to avoid fines and court costs. Don't commit crimes. Thank you.
Representative Matsumoto.
With reservations.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Kong.
No vote.
No vote.
No vote.
Thank you. Chief Clerk, please mark a no vote for Representative Kong. Representative Peruso.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and strong support.
So ordered.
The data shows, and we do have national and also Hawaii-specific data, that shows that when we do work around the juvenile justice system and seek to address the causes of juvenile engagement with the justice system, rather than creating a more strict penal system, we also help to address the school-to-prison pipeline. And I think that it is in the best interest of all of our communities that we do that work as soon as possible.
Thank you. Representative Kila.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Gates.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Holt.
Same request.
So ordered. All right, members, let's move on to Representative Garcia, second time.
Still in opposition, yes. Once again, bad precedent, and we're sending the wrong message. It was mentioned that once again, families who can't afford these things are normally Hawaiian families. I think that's not the right notion to mention for these issues. Once again, the message must be clear that when you break the law, there needs to be a penalty paid. And it makes no sense why just because they're minors, they cannot pay fines. It's called teaching children lessons. You break the law, you pay the fine.
All right, members, let's move on to the next page. SCR 80-24. SCR 81-24. SCR 82-24. SCR,
Mr. Speaker,
yes, Representative Takayama.
may I ask for a ruling on a potential conflict?
See your conflict?
My daughter works as a public defender.
No conflict.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're on SCR 82-24. Members, moving on to SCR 83-24. Representative Souza,
With reservations, thank you.
so ordered. Representative Ganadin,
Same request, Mr. Speaker.
proceed.
Mr. Speaker, after the Lahaina fires, many residents were concerned about advertisements from outside law firms working with local counsel to represent victims of the fire. This rule, I think, would most better be handled by rules of the Supreme Court and by rules that govern attorneys. For that reason, I'm going to be voting with reservations.
Thank you. Members, we're going to move on to the next page. SCR 84-24. SCR 85-24. Representative Garcia,
No vote.
so ordered. Representative Perrick,
Vote.
proceed.
Thank you. This bill establishes the Daniel K. Inouye College of Pharmacy Special Fund to support pharmacists' workforce assessment and planning efforts. I think public education is a great idea. I think we should fund people getting smarter. At the same time, there are a lot of smart people in our state without college degrees. We can include truck drivers, plumbers, waitresses, and other service jobs that don't require degrees. These people would be paying taxes towards other people benefiting from a college degree. So I think we should be fair and allow people to pursue education, but in a private capacity. There are members in this body that support scholarships. They use their own funds to create scholarships for private schools. Even in the Senate that happens. So I support school that is in the private sector, where people have to get it without using tax dollars, but just get it because they can apply for a scholarship or things like that.
Thank you. Representative Kong,
No vote. No vote.
thank you, Representative Kong. Representative Alcos,
With reservations.
so ordered. Representative Peruso,
In support.
proceed.
So just to clarify, this measure simply creates a special fund and creates a mechanism whereby pharmacists, like many other folks in the different medical professions, can collect fees, professional fees, so that they can strengthen and enhance the work of their profession. So it does not levy a tax on the general public or in any way further burden the general public.
Thank you. All right, members, let's move on to SCR 86-24. Next page. SCR 87-24. SCR 88-24. SCR 89-24. Representative Pierrick,
In support,
proceed.
this bill appropriates funds to the Department of the Prosecuting Attorney of the City and County of Honolulu for the Career Criminal Prosecution Unit. I believe our law enforcement officers need to be well funded, and our prosecutors need to prosecute. Right now we've got criminals roaming the streets that aren't being prosecuted. The police detain them, the prosecutors don't prosecute, and then the judge let them go. So I hope that these funds go towards hard prosecutions.
Thank you. Representative Ganadin,
No vote, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, it's been in the news pretty thoroughly. The differences in opinion in the ways that crime should be prosecuted between the state and the Office of the Prosecutor here in Honolulu County. The prosecutor has declined to prosecute any state crimes, and now they are asking for an increase in funding for career criminals. I don't think that this would have stopped the career criminals like the Kealohas or numerous other individuals that have operated throughout our community with impunity. I think that this is a matter of priorities with the prosecutor, and they have ample funding to prioritize career criminals if they wish to do so.
Thank you. Representative Peruso?
No vote.
So ordered. All right, members, let's move on to SCR 90-24. Next page. SCR 91-24. SCR 92-24. SCR 93-24. SCR 94-24. Next page. SCR 95-24. SCR 96-24. SCR 97-24. SCR 98-24. Next page. SCR 99-24. SCR 100-24. SCR 101-24. SCR 102-24. Representative Pyrick?
No vote.
Proceed.
From my understanding, this bill would allow for a 60-year-old to enter the public sector, work as a state employee, and then just work for 5 years and then get a pension. So let's say they start at 60, retire at 65, and live to be 80 years old. They're going to get a pension for 15 years. That doesn't seem fair when it comes to quid pro quo. They should put in the work and then get the pay. I don't think 5 years is long enough to get a pension.
All right, members, let's move on to the next page. SCR 103-24. SCR 104-24. SCR 105-24. SCR 106-24. Next page. SCR 107-24. SCR 108-24. SCR 109-24. SCR 110-24. All right, members, let's call for a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Item 6, introductions of resolutions. Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Item 7, announcements. Members, are there any announcements? Representative Ichiyama?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Your Committee on Water and Land respectfully requests a waiver of the 48-hour advance notice requirement for the purpose of conducting a public hearing with decision-making to follow on several House bills. And I apologize sincerely in advance, members. Please bear with me. House Bill 1613 relating to water catchment. House Bill 1542 relating to land use. House Bill 2721 relating to wildfire protection. House Bill 2472 relating to the conservation of threatened species. House Bill 2466 relating to public land liability. House Bill 2465 relating to regulation of archaeological activities. House Bill 2029 relating to historic preservation reviews. House Bill 2219 relating to the Commission on Water Resource Management. House Bill 2703 relating to the administration of the Commission on Water Resource Management. House Bill 2263 relating to the East Kauai Irrigation System. House Bill 2464 relating to the Dam and Appurtenance Improvement or Removal Grant Program. House Bill 1907 relating to stream maintenance. House Bill 2331 relating to infrastructure. House Bill 1929 relating to water. House Bill 1925 relating to the State Planning Act.
So ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The public hearing will be held on Thursday, February 8th, 2024 at 9 a.m. in Conference Room 430. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Gates?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Your Committee on Agriculture and Food Systems requests a waiver of the 48-hour advance notice requirement for the purpose of conducting a public hearing with decision-making to follow on HB 2737 relating to agriculture.
So ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The public hearing will be held on tomorrow, February 7th at 9:30 a.m. in conference room 325.
Thank you. Representative Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If I may be permitted a late introduction.
Proceed.
Thank you. I'd like to point out former Representative Karen Awana. Thank you for being here. Former minority member, I should say. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Aloha.
Representative Gates.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a quick announcement for our House colleagues. On Thursday, the 8th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., on the 4th floor, we will be having Agriculture Day. And so we have over 60 participants this year, and we are promoting food production and our livestock and farmers across our state. So please join us on Thursday. Mahalo.
Thank you. Representative Keela.
Mr. Speaker, may I be permitted a late introduction?
Proceed.
I would like to introduce the former representative from Nanakuli, Karen Awana. And then I would also like to introduce my intern and my other staff member, Christopher Sniffen and Leslie Goyer. Welcome to your House of Representatives.
All right, members. Any late introductions or announcements? All right. Motion to adjourn, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.
Representative Garcia.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 noon tomorrow.